I almost got in a fight with a 50-year-old, maybe 60-year-old drunk man. What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another video on my channel. In this video, I'm going to talk to you guys about how I almost got into a fight when I was just out trying to make some money doing Uber with this drunk guy. It all happened on October 30th, 2015 at 11:46 p.m. And the reason why I know that is because I took a video, which I will show you guys later on in this video. Okay, wait, as you can tell, I'm in my car and it's starting to rain, and I feel like this noise is just going to ruin my video. Can you hear it? Every time I try to do something productive, it's just... So yeah, it was late at night, the night before Halloween. I was out driving for Uber, trying to make some extra money. And I got this request on my phone from a person that needed a ride. So I thought it was any other normal trip. I'm gonna go pick you up. I'm gonna take you where you need to go. I'm gonna make the money and be done with you. So there I was driving to this location. It was about a mile away. So when I got to the location, it was like in a shopping center, and there was like hardly any space. Like the cars would park and there would be like oncoming traffic going this way trying to leave, and then traffic going that. Like every shopping center in California is like really tiny, and they know it's just overpopulated. So I don't know life. And there were no empty parking spots where I can park and wait for the passenger to come out and get to my car. So I had to park, put my flashes on, and park on like the side, kind of blocking two cars, but people still had enough space to go this way and to go that way if they just knew how to drive. And there I was with my flashes on, not in anyone's way, but people were honking at each other because it's just California. People like to honk all the time just to see if their horn works, apparently. So the cars were coming and going. I was waiting there for about 2 minutes, waiting for my passenger to come out so we can leave. And I was just sitting here on my phone scrolling through this passenger's details to see what his rating was and see where he's going. And then I noticed this blue Toyota in my side view mirror was getting really close to me for no apparent reason. And then all of a sudden he bumped into my car. Now keep in mind, my car was only 4 months old at the time. I had full coverage insurance, so I was like, nope, not gonna happen. I got out of the car, I went to go check for damage. I was looking at this guy and he was like, he just looked like he was half asleep and half drunk, or he was on something. I don't know, but he definitely should have been driving. But I was ready to just pick his car up and just deadlift it and just throw that shit. Luckily, there was no damage to my vehicle. There was a little bit of paint chipped off on his vehicle, but my vehicle was fine. So there I was behind my car and in front of his car, and I was like, watch where you're going. What are you doing? And he went around me and tried to drive off. And I don't know what it was, but something clicked in my mind, and I just got super upset because of the fact he didn't say sorry, or he didn't even wave or acknowledge me. He just drove right around me. And I was like, all right, that's it, game time. I canceled the guy's ride I was out there waiting on. I started up my car and I began to follow this guy that hit my car. So there I was following him. I followed him out of the shopping center, and I began to take pictures of his license plate just in case something happened, just in case I had to report something to 911, or just in case, you never know. So then he pulled into this neighborhood and I was like, oh man, here we go. He's about to hit a car that's parked on the side of the street, or run over a kid or something. Like, oh man. I was still following him throughout this neighborhood, and we were going around a couple corners. He was speeding and I was just playing it cool, just keeping my distance, but also letting him know that I was behind him. And then he pulls into a driveway, and I'm assuming it's his driveway because once he pulled into the driveway, the garage door started opening up. And I was like, all right, he's done. I pulled in front of his house. I parked my car in front of his house. Now, I'm not gonna lie, at this point I was kind of afraid, because what if he like has a gun and I'm on his property, he wants to shoot at me, or you know, something crazy happens. It's just, you never know. But I stood my ground, and I should have stayed in my vehicle, but I was just really upset. So I got out of my car, grabbed my keys, and started recording. So I was standing outside my vehicle. Then he started walking towards me, and immediately I thought, this guy's like 60 years old. He's walking with the limp.
All right, let's go. Oh! You like that, old man? You want a piece of me?
He appears to be drunk, or he's on something, more likely drunk. And he also barely spoke any English. He was Hispanic. I'm going to play the clip for you guys that I recorded that night when this is all happening. Please keep in mind, I didn't try to get out of the car and act like a tough guy and try to fight and things like that, because once again, I was on his property. He could have hurt me. He could have shot me. It could have been a lot worse than what it was. So here's the clip. You bumped into my car. Just,
I didn't give a shit.
I know, I'm just saying, just be careful, okay?
Right.
Thank you.
Okay, forget it.
Learn how to drive, man. Huh? So as you heard in that clip, he was completely oblivious to what had happened. He completely denied it. So I was like, all right, whatever. I'm just gonna leave. Now I got back in my car. Both of my windows were rolled down completely. He was walking up into his garage. He turned around and started flipping me off and started saying stuff in Spanish. And I was like, What? Now look, if you're a grown man and you're talking stuff as somebody's getting in their vehicle ready to drive away and you're flipping them off and you're inside your garage and you want to talk mess and things like that, then that's a bitch move. I would expect him to say that when he was like right beside me looking at my vehicle like, oh, I didn't do anything. He should have said that then and there, because I probably would have fought him. I'm just gonna play the rest of the clip for you guys right now.
Huh? Learn how to drive, buddy. Fuck you. Fuck you. I know where you live, puto.
The phone fell because I hit the brakes because he kept talking stuff and I just wanted him to do something so bad at that point. But him being the puto that he was, he didn't do anything. So as I started to drive off, that's when I was like, I know where you live, puto. And my cholo side came out. So you can understand me better. After I drove off, honestly, I was so upset. Like, I just wanted to fight. I just wanted to go back to his house and just punch through his windows. Like I was really, really upset. But I went back to the shopping center, then I found a place to park. So I parked, I got my mind right, I regrouped, went back online, I started giving rides and things like that, making money. But what would you do? Like, what would you have done? Keep in mind, you don't know this person and people are crazy these days, and I was technically on his property, well, in front of his house, so he could have like shot me or whatever. But what would you have done? I think honestly I did the right thing. I know some of you tough guys are gonna comment like, man, I would have beat him up, I would have robbed him, I would have took his wife, I would have done all that. No, you wouldn't have. No, you wouldn't have. But regardless, leave me a comment down below telling me what you would have done in my situation. Don't forget to like this video, share it, subscribe to my channel, check out my vlog channel in the description box below where I'm doing like a fitness transformation. You guys know what to do. Be a good subscriber. So yeah, that's all I have for you guys this week. So until next week, remember, I'm only here to save your Mondays and now your Thursdays. That sounds nice. I used to upload on Thursdays actually, Q&A Thursday. Bro, there's a cat. Bro, there's a look. I'm gonna pet it. This looks like a commercial. Come here. What are you doing? Do you need help? Do you have a home? It's rubbing up against me. Hey, don't get in my car. What are you doing? Bro, this cat's trying to get in my car. Quit playing GTA.
Say I want something else to get me through this semi-tough kind of life.
Pick his car up and just deadlift it and just throw that shit. Nah.